Your host for today's event. I welcome all the dignitaries, faculty members and participants who have gathered here for the inaugural session of 7 days advanced training program for entrepreneurship in circular economic approach to valorize agro food waste. To welcome is to show honor, to welcome is to establish integrity. I invite Dr. Amin, Assistant Professor, Division of Food Science and Technology, for a formal welcome address.
Wadi Director Research, Scott Kashmir, and Chief Guest for this inaugural function, Professor H.R. Naik Sir, respected Dean Faculty of Horticulture, Professor S.A. Vani Sir, Guest of Honor for today, Mr. Pawan Agarwal, CEO at Food Future Foundation and ex-CEO of FST, CEO's Cost Kashmir Innovation and Incubation and Entrepreneurship Center, Dr. Head of the Department, Food Science and Technology, Professor Syed Zamir Hussain, faculty members, and dear participants. A very warm welcome and good afternoon to all of you. I also extend my welcome to the expert session, Dr. Prakash Kumar Sarangi, Scientist, Central Agriculture University, Imphal, to a week-long MSME training program on circular economy approach to valorize agro food waste, a step towards achieving objectives of sustainable goal development. It is truly a pleasure to see such a diverse and enthusiastic gathering of individuals in the realm of MSME. As we gather here today, we recognize the pivotal role that MSMEs play in driving the economic growth, fostering innovation, and creating employment opportunities. MSME sector is a backbone of the one country's economy, and it contributes significantly to its vibrancy and dynamism. Over the course of this training, participants will be exposed to a curated curriculum. The distinguished experts have been carefully chosen to provide you with valuable insights, practical knowledge, and experiences that will not only enhance your skill, but also empower you to make an informed decision for the success of your enterprise. Once again, I extend my heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you. May this MSME training program be a wonderful experience. Thanking you and best wishes for a fruitful and enthusiastic training program. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I request Head of the Department for Science and Technology, Professor Syed Zamir Hussain Sir, to present a memento to Professor H.R. Naik Sir. Sir is again requested to felicitate a Dean Faculty of Horticulture with a memento. Worthy Director Research is requested to present a memento to Mr. Pawan Agarwal Sir, CEO, Food Future Foundation. Dean Faculty of Horticulture is requested to felicitate Dr. Prakash Kumar Sarangi Sir. Dr. Sajad Mohammad Wani Sir is requested to present a memento to Head Division Food Science and Technology, Professor Syed Zamir Hussain Sir. I request Dr.Tawheed Amin Sir, Assistant Professor, Division of Food Science and Technology, to give a brief introduction about the program.
Respected Director Research, Professor Harun Rashid Naik Sir, Dean Faculty of Horticulture, Professor Shabir Ahmed Sir, Professor Syed Zamir Hussain Sir, Head Division of Food Science and Technology, Mr. Pawan Agarwal, ex-CEO of FSCI, and Dr. Sarangi, Professor CIA Imphal. I'm very happy that we are starting this 1-week Advanced-ESDP on circular economic approach to valorize agro-food waste as a step towards achieving the objectives of Sustainable Development Goals today. If we talk about India, India is a country of rich heritage and abundant culture, but we are grappling with a serious issue that impacts nearly 23 crore people living in the country, that is food wastage in India. If we talk in terms of money, according to Ministry of Agriculture, it's nearly 50,000 crores of rupees per year we are losing because of this food wastage. A report by National Resource Defense Council says that 40% of food produced goes uneaten in US, whereas in Asia it is approximately 1.34 billion tons of food that gets wasted. So in India, 74 million tons of food, amounting to about 22% of food grain output is wasted in India every year. Per capita production of waste, if we talk about India, that is 50 kg per annum per person. We are wasting. Food waste not only results in the monetary loss, but also results in the production of greenhouse gas emissions. As we know, that food waste is responsible for 6% of the global greenhouse gas emissions. Agreement that India has also agreed to be carbon neutral by 2070. So this is one such step that we need to understand that why when we can intervene and we can go for the waste management so that we can achieve the circular economy as well as we can reduce the impact on our environment. Also program had food waste and loss sustainable landscape and restoration WRI India. Ms. Mansi, she is CEO and founder of Agritech, she is from Jammu. Shruti Ahuja, she is from UK, she will be delivering online, she is sustainability manager, industrial markets there in the UK. Mr. Nidesh Lele, President Chamber for Advance of Small and Medium Enterprise, he will be arriving from Mumbai. Then Mr. Atul Ayari, he is Vice President Midcon Consultancy and Engineering Services, and apart from that we have most of the speakers from different universities and from different industries here. So thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I humbly call upon Professor Saeed Zamir Hussain sir for formal remarks regarding this advanced training program.
Our Director Research, Director Planning and Nodal Officer of MSME Sponsored Training Programs, Professor H.R. Naik sir. Our Dean Faculty of Horticulture, Professor Shakir Ahmad sir. Mr. Pawan Agarwal, he is CEO of Future Foundation Foods and ex-CEO FSSA. And we have here with us Dr. Prakash Kumar also, he is food microbiologist from Central Agricultural University in Pal. We have Dr. Naveed with us. And apart from that, all my faculty members, students, and dear participants. Very good morning to all of you. I welcome you to this training, MSME sponsored training program, which in fact has a tremendous importance from agriculture point of view. If we talk of agricultural scenario, we know that India is considered as the agriculturally superpower country in the world. There's no doubt about it. Because we know we are number 1 in food production, number 2 in vegetable production, likewise rice, wheat, we are again 2nd, then millets, we have 1, so many things. So that's why India is considered as an agricultural superpower country. But at the same time, we have a huge crisis, in the sense that we have a crisis related to food waste, greenhouse gas emission, and so many things. And I believe one of the biggest reason is that Indian agriculture operates under the linear economic model. If we talk of linear economic model, which is being adopted for the agriculture scenario in India, that leads to the creation of, or we can say, a lot of waste generation and greenhouse gas emission. If we say globally, about 1.3 billion tons of waste is generated alone because of agriculture. We have about 3.6 billion tons of greenhouse gas emission every year. All these things happen only because we follow a linear economic model for agriculture. So not only agriculture, if we talk of food industries develop the products, irrespective of they don't bother about what impact the product development leads to the environment. Or apart from that, consumers do eat food. They eat food, but they don't bother about what happens to the other things, means packaging material, other residue, and where it goes. So in contrast to that, if we really want to have some sustainable ways, say India has a very good, we have production-wise we have achieved a lot, but there are crises related to the efficient post-harvest management and then waste management. That's again a big concern. And in contrast to that, linear economic model, if we talk of the circular economic model, which you are actually going to learn here for a week's time, if we will be able to adopt the circular economic model for our agriculture, so undoubtedly what we will be able to do, our waste will be able to reduce the waste coming through the agriculture. One aspect. And second, we will be able to protect the environment as well. And third point, we will be able to repose similar the material which we are actually developing through this chain, again into the value chain. So that's all what actually the circular economic model approach is. And I believe there is a need for the Indian agriculture to adopt the circular economic model for each and every value chain of agriculture. If we want our value chains to be the sustainable one, we need to shift from linear economic model to the circular economic model. Say, I'll give a very few small example. I won't take much time because we have speakers here today. So I'll give a small example. We have apple industry here in Jammu and Kashmir. A lot of work has been done from pre-harvest aspect to cold storage management. So many things are there, but we never bothered about the waste which is coming out of that. Waste means annually we lose about 20 to 30% of the apple. Leave the apple. That is one aspect. Come to the apple pomace, which are being generated out of the cigarette apples. That's again, no commercial adoption is being done to that. If we will be able to close that loop, actually in value chain, we need to close the loop. That's what actually circular economic model is. Say, I will talk of the walnuts. So many work has been done on the walnuts. But again, we fail once we talk of the byproducts, we talk of the waste, we talk of the walnut shell, we talk of the walnut hull. So one of my students, she has recently worked on we have successfully developed one product that is activated carbon from the walnut shell. So simple example is there, we just try to have some economic analysis for that. And we could find that walnut industry contributes about 700 crores to the economy of Jammu and Kashmir. But if we will be able to explore that walnut shell only, which is just a waste material comes out of the walnut chain, if we will be able to convert that into value-added products, say product like activated carbon, from the walnut shell only we will be able to get 8,700 crores annually. That's what actually the circular economy approach model is. So I believe because Dr. Tawheed has worked a lot, he has brought the speakers all over the country, they will be delivering on different aspects of circular economy model. I hope this training program will be very beneficial for all of you and you will come out with some good approach for the future agriculture. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I request Mr. Pawan Agarwal, CEO, Food Future Foundation, ex-CEO, FSSAI, for official inauguration speech.
Very good morning, friends, young colleagues. I'm very delighted to be with you this morning, and I'm grateful to the leadership of the university, particularly, Professor Nayak, Professor Wani, Professor Hussain, and the faculty of the Department of Food Science at this university for inviting me and giving me this opportunity. As I was introduced that I'm a career civil servant from the IAS and happened to be for 4 years the Chief Executive Officer of India's Food Safety Authority. In the early years of its formation, and that was one of the most memorable tenure for me to be able to make some impact at a national level in an area that is very important to all of us. And in course of that assignment, I used to visit a lot of universities. Unfortunately, not the agriculture universities, and obviously I could not and I did not visit this particular university. About 6-7 years ago, I did visit Kashmir University, the Department of Food Science, and had a similar interaction. that we would have here today with you. But I'm so delighted for a couple of reasons to be with you. And I'm told that a more detailed conversation with the participants will be in the next session, so I'll keep my comments brief. First is, I was just made aware that this is, in terms of rankings, the 4th best university in the country. This is very heartening to see. A university that is obviously not in the best of locations geographically, and for a variety of reasons, there were difficulties in Kashmir, and you have been able to maintain a position of 4th. Going beyond that is not going to be easy, because I know the other universities which are ahead of you, whether it is Pantnagar or TN University or Ludhiana, they are formidable competition to this university. But I'm told the confidence that Professor Hussain showed, that the leadership of this university is very proactive, and I do hope and wish that university further improves its well. And I'm also in some sense convinced about this, because a lot of things are changing. And one of the things that is changing is the use of technology. The reason why I'm here today with you, not that a faculty of your institute knew me, because your professor, Dr. Amin, reached out to me on LinkedIn and invited me on LinkedIn, maybe looking at the post or whatever. And I said, all right, let's speak. And then we spoke, and that is how, I had the opportunity of visiting here and meeting you all. And when, Professor Hussain was introducing the speakers in this 7 days program that you're going to have, I know at least 3/4 of them. And they are very eminent speakers. I'm sure the proactive approach that this university has shown in identifying people not only from India, from abroad, so that you can benefit and learn from what is the conversation on some of these things that is happening globally. So I must once again, congratulate the university for being so proactive in reaching out to the right people and getting to the right, conversation, being part of the global conversation around some of these areas. Third reason why I'm very happy to be here is, I was listening to Professor Hussain's comment, when he was mentioning, personally, I'm an electrical engineering graduate, so I have nothing to do with food, except that when I got posted as CEO FST, I had to, in civil services we do all kind of jobs, so I had to familiarize and become some kind of a person who knows something about food and agriculture. And agriculture was something that I got more involved after I left the government, and we started something called Food Future Foundation, that is about addressing the problems that our agri-food systems face in India and globally. I'll not talk about that now, but what I'm basically trying to come to is that the conversations around valorization, circular economy, this is such a contemporary topic globally. And you in this university are getting an opportunity to learn about this topic and find out what the university can do, what you individually can do. It is very heartening to see. So you are already in the mainstream of global conversations on some of these issues that your faculty, your head of the department just shared with you about the concerns that are there globally around food waste and food loss and Sustainable Development Goal 12.3. But I do hope the university will continue to focus on this area, which is an upcoming area, a new area, even globally, and I think reach greater heights. The last point that comes to my mind is, particularly, even when I do go to food science or food technology institutes, it's often that you will have 15-20% women participants, in these kind of events. And I was recently in National Institute of Nutrition, in CFTRI, in all the places that IITR in Lucknow. In all the places, the gender ratio is 8 boys, 2 girls. Here it looks like it is reverse. I can say that 70-80% are women and only 20-30% are men here. And this is another, unique feature of this program and this event and this university that will always remember that so many women in this university and in Kashmir are, are doing higher education, are, looking at issues which are, issues of global importance, national importance. And I just want to congratulate all of you for this wonderful event and program that you are organizing. In terms of interaction with all of you, I'll basically dwell upon some of the issues around food waste, food loss, food waste valorization in the interactive session that I'll have after this. Thank you once again for inviting me.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I request Dean Faculty of Horticulture, Professor Shabir Ahmed sir, for his view regarding such training programs.
Our Director of Research and also Director of Planning, Dr. Harun Naik, our special invitee on this program, Mr. Pavan Agarwal, who is CEO of Food Future Foundation India and has been also ex-CEO of ASAI. Dr. Prakash Kumar, who is working as a scientist at Central Agricultural University Northeast. Head of the division, Dr. Said Zamir. Faculty members from the Division of Food Science and Technology. Organizing Secretary of this very important program. It is Organizing Secretary of this very important program, Dr.Tawheed. We are also having CEO of this our Sky Center, Dr. Naveed Hamid. Then the participants of this very important program. A very good afternoon to all of you and Assalamu Alaikum. The topic of this today's program is a very important topic. It is circular economic approach to valorize agro-food waste. A step towards achieving the objective sustainable development. It comprises of 3 parts. First is the circular economic approach. There are 2 approaches. One is known as linear approach. Dr. Zamir also gave a detailed description of what is this circular economic approach and what is a linear economic approach. If you will see the linear economic approach, in linear economy what we do, linear economy is a system in which people buy a product, use it and then throw it away. It is the concept of circular economy, this linear economy. Then in recent years, day by day, this topic, this circular economic approach, it is gaining very much important. And what is this circular economic approach? The concept of circular economic approach aims to keep raw materials in a closed loop. This is the basic definition of this circular economy. In a circular economy, we innovate processes. Zamir Saab, he gave the best examples. Walnut, walnut kernel, and the walnut hull. We are using only walnut kernel. But in circular economy, we have to think of, we have to add, we have to innovate the processes of how to use the hull, how to use this walnut kernel, and how to use the walnut shell. And reuse materials again and again. We have to reuse these materials again and again. This is the concept of circular economy. And in this circular economy, the four important pillars are how we can reduce anything you use in the economy, it finally deteriorates your this production system. जितना आप ज़्यादा यूज करोगे एनवायरनमेंट को, एनर्जी को, ये हमारे एनवायरनमेंट को खराब करता है। तो इसमें क्या है? These are the four pillars. What is the? We reduce it, we reuse it, we recycle it, and we remove it. These are the four important pillars of this circular economy. If we will see the agricultural economy of Jammu and Kashmir, particularly of Kashmir region, it revolves around apple, production of walnut, production of cherry, production of peanut. Another crop was the almond, but almost it is now negligible. In addition to this, we also, among the field crops, we grow rice. If we will see the apple production of Jammu and Kashmir, apple production of Jammu and Kashmir each year, it revolves around 20 lakh metric tons. Could be 22 lakh metric tons hoga, could be 18 lakh metric tons. Which we are harvesting. It includes all the grades A, B, and C. In addition to this, if you will see in the orchard ecosystem in village, almost 25 to 30% of the apple goes in this because of pre-harvest crop. मैं खुद भी एक फार्मर हूँ, मैंने देखा कि बागों में एप्पल के ढेर बन जाते हैं किसकी वजह से pre-harvest crop की। और अगर apple is almost not the ripe, just we have to harvest it. अगर wind is fast होगी, तो it adds more miseries to the farmer. उससे भी 10-20% और गिर जाता है। अगर during this September, October में fast winds चली, तो उससे भी ज़्यादा हो जाता है। तो on an average 30% हमारा apple waste हो जाता है। और उसका कोई हम रिड्यूस नहीं करते हैं, उसका कोई रीयूज नहीं करते हैं, रिसाइकल नहीं करते हैं, और इसको हम रिमूव नहीं करते हैं। एप्पल के ढेर बन जाते हैं हमारे ऑर्चर्ड इकोसिस्टम, और उसका कोई यूज ही नहीं। बट इन सर्कुलर इकोनॉमी अगर हम इनको we will reduce them, we will reuse them, it will become the part of the circular economy. We are sending 8 crore boxes of apple. उसमें 60% apple boxes we send made of this wooden, जो इसके बने होते हैं, this popular, and 40% cardboard. 40% cardboard के उनका reuse हो जाता है. And what about the 60% of the apple boxes we are sending outside Kashmir? That means 8 crore boxes अगर हम उसका 60% ले लेंगे तो 5 crore boxes of apple को हम wooden बेचते हैं outside Kashmir. Because in the orchard ecosystem you cannot use cardboard boxes for harvesting the apple due to some inherent problems. तो हम 5 crore boxes apple बाहर बेचते हैं. What is the reuse of those boxes? क्या reuse होती है? कुछ भी नहीं. अगर कोई मशीन ऐसी होती है उसका सादास बन जाता है, वो फिर रीयूज होता है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ बॉक्स. तो that would become then the concept of our circulation. I am very much thankful to this Said Zamir, head division of this post-harvest technology, organizing secretary Dr. Tawheed, for giving me an opportunity to speak, to put my view to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I would like to call our Chief Guest Director Research, Professor H.R. Naik, sir, for his words of wisdom.
Dean Faculty of Horticulture, Professor Shivaram Sahab, the revered speaker, our guests who have been invited for this training program today, Dr. Prakash Kumar, the scientist on food microbiology from Central Agriculture University, Impal. Then Mr. Pawan Agrawal, the bureaucrat turned CEO. Bureaucrat turned CEO, who has been dealing with the foods for a long time. So I welcome you, sir. Both of the invited here, and the CEO of our Innovation Center is Dr. Amin. Dr. Mushtaq, Assistant Director from Planning, actually is the person who is handling all these MSME programs. The professors, faculty from the Division of Food Science and Technology, the professor and the head, Dr. Said Zamir, the Division of Food Science and Technology, participants, the organizers, Dr. Tawheed, who is the organizer of this program, a very good program. I am myself a food technologist, and generally what I do is we only focus on, as a food technologist, we generally focus on what is to be packed, and we target what we need. So as far as this university is concerned, in 2017, we were ranked as the 18th agricultural university among the 74 agricultural universities. And this year, the NIRF has ranked as the 4th best agricultural university in India. And this is the only agricultural university in the country which has been ranked for innovations. So, we have started our mission, and our mission and the vision of the Honorable Vice Chancellor is clear. We don't only want students to go from this institute with a paper in their hands written with the bachelor's, master's, PhD. The vision and the mission is clear that when they go out, they should have a special skill in their hands. Whether they want to come for their own business or their own opportunities, or they want to go as a skill force from this university. All other universities, we have more than 1,000 universities all over the India, except IITs and IIMs. All others are doing the same, producing the students with the degrees in their hands, and when they come out from the universities, they land nowhere. Because nowadays, as we all know, the time of getting the jobs in the government sector, that is delayed. The private sector looks for a person who is skilled. Why should they get a person who is PhD but does not have a skill? If they get a person graduate with skill, they will better it. Because they have earned money, that's why they have to fail. As far as this program of food, valorization of food waste is concerned, food waste, to me, this looks a vague word when we say any bio-rich product being called as a waste. Because not only one industry will come up with that food waste, hundreds of industries can come up with the waste from the waste. What we say as a waste, I say it as a byproduct of the. Because if we only deal with the one crop of the J&K, or that's apple or the mango outside, in mango we just get the 55 to 60% of the material from the mango when we process it. Whether we make pulp or generally we make the pulp. And similarly in case of apple, as Dr. has told that we have 20 lakh metric tons is generally the production of papers. Considering that, if we consider 30% is the loss, that means we will be having then 6 lakh metric tons of the things which will be waste. So if 6 lakh metric tons is the waste, you can see it is a huge amount of the loss, because out of those 6 lakh metric tons, if I calculate, we not more than 60,000 metric tons of the third grade or the apple which we throw away does not get processed here. Generally, 1 ton of the third grade or what we say apple, even if it is used in the industry, especially for making concentrate, 1 ton of this apple, it leaves only the apple core waste of some 200 kg. That means 2 quintals of the waste, which we say this time as a waste, which I don't think is a waste. It comes out of the apple only. Similarly, in case of mango, wherein we get only 600 kgs from a ton, and 400 kgs is that which the mango industry says is a waste. So what to do with this such that a huge amount of the byproduct which we get from the horticulture industry only, leaving the rice, as you know, the stubbles are burning, they are being burned. The smog is there everywhere in the Delhi, which will be utilized. That's also a food waste. That's a bioresource for us. So the challenge of this group, because we are getting the everything, I mean, what I expect from this program at the end, I'm not going to take more time here because I'm getting phones from some other departments also. What I feel here, I mean, let me give a brief that we are conducting 550 skill training programs. These programs are being supported by the Ministry of Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises. And this is the only agriculture university, rather a university in India which has been given the highest number of the programs, skill programs, and the skill programs are being imparted throughout the breadth and length of Jammu, Kashmir and Ladakh. And we are skilling 30,000 youth. Not only, I mean, the objective is not only to skill the youth of our university, any person who is 8th pass, we are skilling them so that they come up with their own business model, when they learn the things. That's why in every program we involve the bank managers, the people from NABARD, the people from the industry.
Reason is that we have, this was our objective from the first day when we started these programs, that we don't want to make them these programs just for academic purposes. The objective is to change the mindset of the people, where our students, not only staff, any person who is anybody from any place, anywhere, from any institute, any university, let's try that they become the employers. They have the education in our hand, they know the theory. Like Dr. Sarangi is here, he knows the microbiology very well. He knows how we can produce the malic acid from the apple fungus. He knows the method, but how to place that into practice, and how he can give us the manual here that if we have 1 ton of pomace here, how much quantity of malic acid we can get from that, or how we can use that pomace for producing a product like some fermented product from out of that, like this cedar, vinegar, something like that. And if we deal 1 ton of the product, 1 ton of the raw material is with us, and we apply some chemical component, the microbial or fermentation or any other process, whatever we do for the industry in the industrial microbiology. And what will be the production which we will get from 1 ton of malic acid or the vinegar, apple-based vinegar? And what will be the machineries required here? What will be basically the feasibility studies and the analysis of that project? And if anybody can come, how they can start with? This is the process which we want here. And it should be less academic, more of a business model. And let me congratulate the whole university, the faculty, and this is their third or fourth program of the food science and technology, wherein we have been trained, we have got, these are the advanced programs, some 20 programs. And I congratulate the university, the organizing secretary, Dr.Tawheed, who is conducting this program today, and all others, those who have conducted these programs, that so far, 60 students have come up. Those youth who are doing nothing, now they have come up with their models, they have started their business because of these programs. Some have started in the dairy, some have started in the food productions, like bakery. Some have started, they have started the data science, artificial, in one or the other programs we got people. Some have done, and some 10 people, 15 people we got in commercial production of seeds, floriculture seeds. They can come out of this group. And I hope, at least if faculty's trainees are from only Sposnored, are from outside of it. I hope once you learn it, valorization of waste, if there is a food technologist, they know how to produce any product. You take from the flour and you know how to make the cookies, or you make the juice. Suppose this is to be given in the mind. On every product there is written an expiry date. Once the date is there, expiry date is written. What is that? Is that also a waste? To me, CEO can better say, I will not, because he has been with the FSI. Is that a waste? Or that is still a product? That needs to be discussed in this session, so that you go ahead, if somebody comes up in an industry, say, no, don't throw the expired, which you say as the expired product, give it to me, I will do something. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I would like to call here Professor Masrat Shafiq to deliver vote of thanks.
Assalamu alaikum and good afternoon, everybody. As a professor in the Division of Food Science and Technology, it's my privilege to extend a vote of thanks at the inaugural session of our 7-day Advanced Entrepreneurship Physical Development Program, or Circular Economic Approach to Valorize Agro Food Waste, a step towards achieving the objective of self-sustainable development goals. First and foremost, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to our Chief Guest, Worthy Director Research and Director Planning, Professor Valorize Naik sir. Your presence here today not only honors us but also significantly elevates the importance of this event. Your commitment to educational excellence and sustainable development is a continuous source of inspiration for all of us. Sir, we appreciate you in securing MSME programs for our institution. Your tireless effort and strategic vision have been instrumental in bringing these invaluable opportunities to our doorsteps. I am profoundly thankful to our guest of honor, the former CEO of FSSAI and CEO of Food Future Foundation, Mr. Prog Agarwal. Your extensive knowledge and remarkable contribution to the field of food safety and standards are invaluable to us. We are truly honored by your willingness to share your insights and experiences with our participants. At this juncture, I would also like to thank Dean Faculty of Horticulture, Professor Shabir Ahmed Wani sir, for sparing his valuable time and gracing this occasion with his presence. To our esteemed guests, especially Dr. Prakash Kumar Sarandi, Scientist for Meteorology, Central Agricultural University in Imphal, and Mr. Naveed, CEO SAIIB, by gracing this occasion with their valuable presence. Thank you for joining in this endeavor, showcasing your commitment to fostering knowledge and innovation. I extend my deepest gratitude to the Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises for their invaluable support and contribution to our program. The MSME's commitment to fostering entrepreneurship and skill development in the field of sustainable agro-food waste management has been the cornerstone of our endeavor. My heartfelt gratitude to our Head Division of Food Science and Technology, Professor Said Zamir Hussain, for his constant support and guidance that radiated source of energy within us. I am also grateful to all the participants who have joined us, bringing diverse perspectives and a shared commitment to learning and innovation. Your active participation is the key to the success of this program. My sincere appreciation goes to the organizing committee and the staff members from the Division of Food Science and Technology. Your dedication and hard work in bringing this program to life are commendable. I also want to thank everyone involved in arranging and managing this event at the Secretariat of the Vice Chancellor. Your efforts in facilitating a smooth start to this program are greatly valued. Lastly, I thank each individual who has contributed to make this inaugural session a success. Your collective efforts set the tone for the productive and enlightening week ahead. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you. Participants will stay here for technical session.